Come on, set! 10 Lobo! Say hut! Ready, ready! Now! Let's go now! 30 base! Hit it! Ready! Hut, go! Ready, ready! 60 Pittsburgh! Leaf River! Leaf River! Got it? Shoot! Here we go, here we go! 10-2, so ready, ready! Ready up! set, go! Get it! Ready? 90, wolf! Hey, fire! Here we go! 8, read! Smoke! Head up! Set up! 18 Gator! Set up!
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Set. 180.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Newton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready, set. 59, Mike. Check, 59. They're not ready for this. Come.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. McSorley sets to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. From the 44, McSorley. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check it back, check it back. General West.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Gets it to Meredith complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Johnson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
X3, 218, chopper, go, go. Shoot.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jermaine Kearse. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Set one in. Pick it up.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready, Katie.
Check. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Newton. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Throwing is McSorley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
80 weapon. Hey, zoom. Get it.
2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And his throw is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
53, Mike. Hey, tight.
Go, 5.
Now McSorley.
What we got?
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You got three down.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go, baby.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script. He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. McSorley, 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Newton. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
Mike, check. 59. Here I come. 59 Mike. Check.
Bravo.
Stay with your man.
Big rip.
Now on 2nd and 16. McSorley. Throwing deep for Galladay. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Cam Newton with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch safety three.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 34. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Kansas City.
Ready? Get ready.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now a first down throw for Newton. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Get ready. Ready.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Ready.
Third and long.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. 14 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
She runs. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
Exit.
watch the ship. Let's go.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mike 53.
Fight.
A carry now for McKissick. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
They go play action now with McSorley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6-6. On
4th down, here's McSorley. Open man is Galladay, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. 180.
Go. Go.
From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
180. Great.
Check. 22.
Throwing again is Newton. Rolling to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now it's Newton. Out. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Cam Newton taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. 53's mine.
Protein spill.
Here we go. Watch out. Let's go.
Deep grip.
Here's McSorley to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's get in there.
McSorley from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Ready.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McSorley once more looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
20.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McSorley flushed out right. And an alley to run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes left side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. McSorley sets to pass. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Go. Check 53. Go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. McSorley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
53 is the mic. Go. Check. 53 is Mike. Clear. 53 is Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Hey, zoom. Cut.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
53, Mike.
Shoot.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Newton. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles here, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to